G'day guys, Scott from Tool Central. This week we got another tool comparison. This time we see Swiss made PB Swiss takes on the Czech Republic's Wera Tools. Let's go. Okay, so here's a closer look at the two brands. Let's start with the Wera. So this is part of the Wera craft form screwdrivers. They actually have a laser tip on them, and that provides you with extra grip over most of the other screwdrivers. It actually has an ergonomically designed handle, so it actually fits really well into your hand. Satin sort of finish on the blade. It has engraved sizing on the top and color coded as well, so that's a PH2 of course. We'll take a look at the craft form strike throughs. So it actually has a black tip on the end. It also has the actual impact cap. But what's cool about these is these are actually pound through blade from all the way, where not all of them do that. So the actual blade itself goes from the cap all the way through. It also has a hexagon bolster there. So if you need to put a spanner or anything on there to torque it up a little bit more, again, the craft form ergonomically designed handle. That's basically just the flat blade version, again with the black tip. These ones here are part of their VDE range, and these will handle up to 1000 volts. As you can see, they're insulated, and they actually have it stamped in there that they're a handle up to 1000 volts. If we take a look, and all of them of course have the engraving and the actual size of the blade on there. If we take a look at the PB Swiss, so this is again an insulated screwdriver. Again, as with the Wera, they're red and yellow, and all 1000 volt tools are red and yellow. Clear distinction that you can actually read perfectly along here. This is part of the Swiss grip. It's got a really comfortable grip in these. Sizing is on here. It's also printed on the back, so it shows you the actual size. That's a PH2. We'll take a look at their strike through. So center cap, which is actually raised, which I actually like that idea that it's actually raised above the handle, so it won't damage the handle when you hit that. Again, it's got a hex. The blades on the PB Swiss are a little bit thicker than the Wera. They all have a serial number for quality control, and the Swiss made PB Swiss screwdrivers have a lifetime guarantee. Hence that is just a P2 in your standard sort of screwdriver. It's got the black tip. And the thing I really wanted to show you actually with these is the parallel tip. Now, if you take a closer look, it's unlike any other screwdriver where they all go just into a wedge. These actually have a little lip here, so that as you push down, it'll prevent the force of it actually pulling back out in any sort of, because if it's wedged, potentially it could lift as if it's really tight, and as you start to screw it, it could potentially lift with a normal wedge. What these do is they actually have an actual groove there, and that actually will sit into the screw and onto the actual head of the screw. So as you apply force, it'll push into the screw and release it, tighten, or of course loosen it. So that's really cool. Also, the actual screwdrivers are resistant to solvents, oils, and salts. So they're actually going, and they're very, very comfortable in the hand, and again has the actual sizing on there. So that's a bit of a look at those two. We're going to do a bit of a demonstration and show you how each of these work, and the advantage and disadvantage of each. So I'll take you to the test. Okay, so the first one we're going to try here is the PH2 craft form Wera screwdriver with the laser tip, and straight away you can feel it actually bite just as you put it in there. It's a really nice fit, and let's just do it up a little bit. And you don't even have to be all the way done up to it's fully tight for it to actually grip. It actually just bites in and holds it there. Like even if I loosen this a little bit, it'll actually still hold on. It's really impressive. So let's just leave that one there. Now we'll try the PB Swiss. Again with its black tip. We're going to try this and see how this feels. So again, it feels really, really nice fit. So let's just do this up a little bit and see if this actually bites in. So again, that doesn't have the laser tip, but just from the fitment alone, it actually bites into the screw and holds it in place. So just imagine if you're getting a phone call halfway through, you can just leave your screwdriver in place and it's not going to fall out. What we're going to try now is the PB Swiss grip with a parallel tip. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's probably a bit hard to see on camera. But yes, if you can see that little indentation, turn it a bit to the side, it's not wedged all the way, okay? So I'm going to show you on this slotted screw. So what it does is, come in from the top, it actually sits in and above the actual screw. So it actually is biting into the screw as you do it. Now no screwdriver is that great where you can have a flat blade just going to sit there and stay still. I'm not going to pull one of those tricks. But you can actually see it's slotted in quite nicely here. And the advantage I find is because it sits in and on top, it shouldn't pull out as you apply it, or it shouldn't slip at least. So that's actually a really cool thing. We can actually try it with the actual Wera. I'll just remove that one and grab the Wera. So here is the Wera craft form. Again, this has just got the black tip on it, but let's feel how that feels in there. It's not as tight fitting as the PB Swiss, but again, it is a nice fit. This is wedged. It's not the same style of tip as the PB Swiss, but it is a good fit nevertheless. And again, as you see, I just bumped that screwdriver and it didn't fall out. So that's a little bit of a test we tried with those. How impressive are both of these? The Swiss-made PB Swiss and the Czech-made Wera Tools. Look, to be honest, they're both great products. Wera is very popular these days, especially on social media. Everyone's liking their Wera Tools. Everyone loves the laser tips. I actually do the demonstration inside the truck, and quite often people jump on board and buy the actual Wera. PB Swiss, it's actually quite new to Australia. It's actually incredible. The quality in this, every screwdriver has a serial number, part of their quality control program. Very, very impressive. Really, it's a toss of the coin between both. I'm very interested to see what you guys think. You've seen the demonstration. If you get a chance, ask me in the tool truck or go to our Seven Hills store at Tool Central and actually feel both of them for yourself. I'm pretty happy with both. Until next week, we'll do another tool comparison. We'll see you all then.